How would you characterize the economy right now?
The economy is sluggish, it is struggling, and it has created a lot of heartache. In fact, what we're seeing at the rescue mission in the last year, our numbers have increased about 40% in terms of the people that we're serving.
Have there been changes in who's coming and what they need when they come here too?
Absolutely. In fact, you know, without telling anybody's name or anything, we have had NFL players, entertainers, Olympic athletes, managers from General Motors who ended up living under the bridge, nurse practitioners, registered nurses, engineers have come through the rescue mission. And so the point is simply this, that dealing with the issues of poverty, the economy, losing things, going through tragedy is no respecter of persons. Between 11:30 and 12:30 our parking lot is full. It doesn't matter who, they are literally coming into the rescue mission.
What are they talking about?
Competing more heavily for jobs. We're dealing with the poorest of the poor. We're dealing with folks who don't have any great educational attainments. And with the unemployment rate heading towards, say, 10%, they're at the bottom of the barrel, and now they literally have fallen through the bottom, you know, of the barrel. In fact, the barrel has tumbled over on them. And so there is really a lack of hope and confidence that they have.
How do you think we got to this point where we are today?
There's a lack of leadership. It would appear as if we are bent on deficit spending. And so we have lived beyond our means as a nation. We have also done that as individuals. When I came here in 1982, as a 23-year-old young man, I noticed that there was a spirit of entitlement in America. Just about anything you want, you can get it by way of credit. And there was also a spirit of excess. And also the dumbing down of our political leaders who somehow would speak to this excess, and we want to raise our debt ceiling, and we want to continue to spend, you know, without any sense of control. And at this particular point, we are dealing with that reality.
You mentioned earlier that in some ways the United States is like a third world country. What do you mean by that?
We're seeing a growing younger poor. We're seeing a growing older poor. That we no longer have what has made America great, which is the strong middle class, if you will. And so with that shrinking, that resembles, you know, the haves and the have-nots that we have in our third world nations. I'm from the nation of Jamaica, and I can tell you there is absolutely no middle class. You either have it or you don't. In America, with this particular climate, I'm seeing something very similar.
If you could pick up the phone right now and President Obama is on the other end, what would you say to him?
Please, sir, listen to the poor. Listen to their voice. Go to where these folks are and understand their pain. And instead of being very political, we want you to be very compassionate and function not from a position of strength, from political strength, but from a heart of compassion and love for the people that elected you to serve.
You have children yourself?
Yes, we have 4 children.
What do you tell them?
You know, I tell my kids that education has to be your priority. I say if you're going to compete in America, you have to focus on getting a good education. I'm also saying to them, not only do you need a high school diploma, but you need a bachelor's degree. I'm also saying not only do you need a bachelor's degree, but because of this global economy, and you're competing against India, we're competing against China, then at a minimum a master's degree is what my sons and my daughters ought to pursue. You want to maximize your God-given potential, because this is still the land of opportunity. I'm here to prove that. I came to America with $50.15 in my pocket in 1982, and I'm not rich by any means, but God has given me the ability to use the opportunities that I've been afforded. And so I say, go for education, maximize the use of every opportunity you have. This is still a great country where dreams can be realized.
So you haven't lost faith in the United States?
I have not lost faith in the United States, not at all, because I still believe that God has a plan for the United States. I believe that we're still the greatest nation on the face of the earth. Like any nation, we have problems. Like any family, we have our difficulties. But I do believe that we can rise again. The resurrection is a part of my DNA, and so I have to believe in hope because I believe in Jesus.